Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and we had a fun show planned, but breaking news, heartbreaking news, literally, just came in minutes as we started. Legendary guitarist Jeff Beck has died at age 78. This is a brutal one, man. We just saw him live. He was in such amazing shape, performing some of the most amazing guitar solos I've ever seen, Steph. Obviously, a close friend of Johnny Depp. Has been on tour with Johnny, just released an album with Johnny. This is such rough news, man. And we're literally just hearing it, guys, as it's happening live. And I'm just a ball of emotions right now thinking about this. So we're just getting this news as it's breaking on Variety. Jeff Beck, among the most innovative and certainly the most unpredictable of 60s guitars heroes, has died. He was 78. On behalf of his family, it is with deep and profound sadness that we share the news of Jeff Beck's passing. After suddenly contracting bacterial meningitis, he peacefully passed away yesterday, reads a statement from his rep. His family asked for privacy while they process this tremendous loss. Beck had recently completed a tour supporting his album with Johnny Depp, 18. He received 7 Grammys for his instrumental performances and an 8th for his 2009 work on Herbie Hancock's The Imagine Project. A fleet imaginative soloist, Beck brought formidable instrumental firepower to British band the Yardbirds, which he joined in 1965 as a replacement for Eric Clapton. Entirely at home with the group's blues roots, he burnished their pop hits with an adventurous and virtually unprecedented use of feedback, sustain, and fuzz. After exit from the Yardbirds, where he had been joined by another future guitar star, Jimmy Page, he established his own band, the Jeff Beck Group, which was fronted by vocalist Rod Stewart. These guys forget the legends that this man had worked with. Soon became a solo star. After vocalist Rod Stewart became a superstar. The unit proved as unstable as it was powerful and lasted for just 2 albums. During the 70s, Beck assembled a second, more R&B-oriented edition of his group and briefly formed a short-lived power trio with bassist Tim Bogert and drummer Carmine Appice of Vanilla Fudge and Cactus. He reached the probable apex of both his critical and commercial success with a pair of mid-70s all-instrumental albums, Blow by Blow and Wired, that found him moving into jazz, fusion, terrain. The latter LP was recorded with keyboardist Jan Hammer, formerly of the top fusion act, the Mahavishnu Orchestra. From the early 80s onward, the temperamental Beck, a notorious perfectionist in the studio and prickly bandmate, would sporadically reappear, retrench, retire, and reappear again. His later day work ranged from an homage to rockabilly singer Gene Vincent to instrumental sets reflecting the influence of techno, electronica, and ambient music. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. Acknowledged as a member of the Yardbirds in 1992, he said in a brief speech, "They kicked me out, F 'em." He entered the hall as a solo performer in 2009. Beck was born in Wallington, Surrey. He began playing guitar in his teens on a homemade model, which he constructed in emulation of one of his heroes, the American guitarist inventor Les Paul. His idols included Gene Vincent's lead guitarist Cliff Gallup and American bluesmen Buddy Guy and Otis Rush. Like many young British musicians, he was drawn to blues and R&B, and his first bands, the Night Shift, the Rumbles, the Tridents, all drew from the classic American repertoire. His break came in 1965 when Clapton, impatient with the Yardbirds' increasingly pop-oriented experimental bent, exited the group to join John Mayall's purist unit, the Blues Breakers. On the recommendation of Jimmy Page, who had declined to quit his lucrative session work for a regular guitar chair, Yardbirds hired Beck, and almost immediately he began putting his stamp on their sound. Delivered dramatic solos, several glamorous Yardbirds hits, Heart Full of Soul, I'm a Man, Shape of Things, and Over, Under, Sideways, Down. The 66 UK album Yardbirds, formerly known as the Roger of the Engineer, after the title of rhythm guitarist, was a veritable recital of forward-looking guitar technique. After bassist and musical director Paul Samwell Smith's exit in early 1966, Page finally joined the Yardbirds on a bass. We soon switched instruments with Dreo. The Beck-Page iteration of the bands lasted a matter of months and produced only 2 tracks featuring the fearsome twin-level lead-up single Happenings 10 Years Time Ago and Stroll On, a rewrite of The Train Kept A-Rollin', penned for Michelangelo Antonioni's indictment of swinging London. Blow Up. The Yardbirds appeared on screen in Antonio's feature with Beck destroying his guitar on stage, a la The Who's Pete Townsend. issues of professionalism, physical, emotional health. Participated his exit from the Yardbirds. By early 67, Beck had recorded the British hit Hi Ho Silver Lining, which he almost immediately disavowed, and formed a new group with steampunk vocalist Stewart, guitarist turned Ron Wood, drummer Mickey Waller, session pianist Nicky Hopkins, and took a prominent role in the studio. My goodness, I mean, the history here, it's just massive stuff. When you go by all of these phases that he's working through, and then getting into Stevie Wonder, it's just unreal. The amount of work, even I was just unfamiliar. He even he cut an all instrumental set blow by blow with Beatles longtime producer George Martin, lean quartet session, a showcase for the leader's considerably virtuoso, ascended number 4 in American charts. Also produced the instrumental sequel Wired. No, so many people know him for that. Featured appearances by a lot of people here, obviously, really amazing, talented musicians. He only did benefit concert appearances and then returned to the studio in 1985 for another instrumental affair. That's a lot of his stuff. And then his only solo chart single, 48 version of The Impressions, People Get Ready, that reunited him with Rod Stewart. The set also produced his first Grammy winner, the rock instrumental Escape. Afflicted with tinnitus, Beck was sidelined for several years. He recorded the hard-rocking Jeff Beck's Guitar Shop, and then mainly instrumental collection garnered a second Grammy in the rock instrumental category. So, man, just so much amazing work that he had done. All the way through as it's going through the 2000s and 90s. A collaboration with Michael Jackson's former guitarist. Neither You Had It Comin' nor the non-charting Jeff was a major commercial hit, but both titles contained tracks honored by the Recording Academy. Beck's well-received Emotion and Commotion, his first album in 7 years, became his highest charting release in 35 years, peaking at number 11. At the Grammys the following year, the original Hammerhead and a rendition of Nusum Dorma received awards as Best Rock Instrumental Performance and Best Pop Instrumental Performance, respectively. Guitarist also took home a Best Pop Collaboration trophy for his work on Hancock's Imagine with India RE. In later years, Beck filed his time-restoring classic Ford Hot Rods. He's survived by his wife, Sandra. Sorry, I want to read all that just because I want to learn and respect the legend himself. But my God, I'm still in shock over this. Legendary guitarist, friend of Johnny Depp, bandmate who we just saw literally live performing, has passed at the age of 78 yesterday due to meningitis. Wow.
Yeah, bacterial meningitis.
Bacterial meningitis. He suddenly contracted and then passed away yesterday peacefully. Oh, what a tragedy. Steph, response, thoughts. You've had a second to digest. Go ahead. You just saw the man.
I think I still need a few more seconds to digest. I'm flawed, shocked. Yeah, we just saw the dude like 2 months ago, a month and a half, 2 months ago. Like, and he was up on stage and there was no wrong with him, guys. He was there with his guitar, rocking out. Now, Andy and I will freely admit, we were thinking, oh, it's going to be instrumental, the first, like, half or whatever. We're going to be bored shizzlers, and oh, my goodness, but we're going to have to go in and bear it because we're here for Johnny Depp, this, that, and the other. Oh, no. As soon as he rocked out with his guitar and he started laying down some tunes, oh, my goodness, did he then start slaying. Oh my goodness. I was there. I was dancing. I was bopping. I was like, yeah, dude. I filmed a lot of it that you guys haven't actually seen. So I might actually release that tomorrow in tribute to him. I'll probably get copyright claimed, but who cares at this point? It's a nice little tribute for him. But it was just like the way that he just played that guitar, it was like, it wasn't, how do I put this? It wasn't separate from him. It was part of him. It was symbiotic. And he was talking to us through that guitar. And the way that he played, it was like, the type of music that he would put out, you could hear the happiness in the music or the sadness in the music or the calmness in the music, like his whole, like the emotion that's supposed to be conveyed in that piece of music. it leaped out to you, grabbed you by the throat, and it were like, you're coming with me whether you like it or not. And the only other guitarist that has ever been able to do that with me is actually two, Steve Vai and Joe Satriani. Another two greats in terms of the guitar world that has been able to do that for me. And to a certain extent, honorable mention of Tremonti, but he's still got a little way to go to get to that point. And he's from Oliverbridge, and that's me saying something there. But anyways, I digress. Oh my goodness, it was just extraordinary to see him upstairs on that stage and do what he did. And he's not.
Well, I'm going. I just went back. I'm going to pull the clip. I mean, I've been meaning to edit this together, but now I feel even more like we have to get this over there. But we have that whole concert on tape. And I feel like we should at least put something out to respect, obviously, the people wanted to see the Johnny portion, but also to respect Jeff. It's uploading now as I get it from my phone. It's downloading from the cloud, but I pulled the first moment where he shows up. So bear with us, guys, because again, this is literally breaking. As I get this on my computer, I will play it for you, and we can watch a little bit of Jeff as he showed up and just how incredible it was for us to see as we pay our tribute. Kristen, thank you for the super chat. R.I.P. Jeff Beck, so talented, so loved. Oof, Bobby Cat, also thank you so much for this coverage and all the crew. And thank you again, Kristen, for your earlier support. Obviously the mood has shifted, but I saw and I appreciate what you said there. You're ready for some popcorn fun. We'll try and get there. Yeah, what a rough start of the show. But here I have it. Can I open this? Let's see. Save as. Speaking of which, Amy was going to join us, and she is here at the beginning as this all started. Let's see if I can play this for you guys. 1 second. As we.
What?
Oh. got more. We have so much more, but I just wanted to give you guys a taste of something there of our that experience. Marcella, I've been texting Marcella as you were watching too, who was also in shock. And I'm also weirdly, selfishly so grateful for her that we were able to have that experience, Steph. Like how lucky we are to be able to have witnessed this legend in action, which we wouldn't have been able to do without her. I am just forever in debt to you for helping us see that and being able to witness this in person. That was a memory I will literally cherish forever. And it wasn't even just Johnny. It was Jeff. Jeff transported us to another place like that. What he was doing, that guitar, and I got so many other clips. I'll try to put together a tribute more when I can of some of those moments on his guitar. It was unbelievable. Man, hate to break this news to you all, but yes, Jeff Beck has passed at 78 of sudden bacterial meningitis. And I'm just crushed. I'm crushed for Johnny. I'm crushed for Jeff's wife, his fans, all of you guys. This is just such a sad day. True legend has passed. Rest in peace, sir.
We've already got some reactions coming through if you want to check the headline document from some of the greats in rock.
Opening them up for you guys.
Yeah.
Wow, what awful news.
Thank
Jeff
you,
Beck, one of the
headline crew for
yes,
doing
thank
this
you,
live
headline
at the moment.
amazing.
Shout out
As
to
we
you guys.
awful news. Jeff Beck, one of the all-time guitar masters, has died from Yardbirds. Jeff Beck group on. He blazed a trail impossible to follow. Play on now and forever. Sorry, Lewis, I see you there. Just missed you. Tony Amoy, totally shocked to hear the very sad news of Jeff Beck's passing. Jeff was such a nice person, an outstanding icon, genius guitar player. There will never be another Jeff Beck. His playing was very special and distinctively brilliant. He will be missed. Rest in peace. Also shared that on Instagram. Let's see here. This is from Jeff Beck Official, his own page. On behalf of his family, it is with deep and profound sadness that we share the news of Jeff's passing. After suddenly contracting bacterial meningitis, he peacefully passed away yesterday. His family asked for privacy while they process this tremendous loss. Truly, truly sad. Going through headlines. Here we have, you're putting in the, let's see. Is it in the group? It's in the doc now. Thank you guys.
It's all in the document.
Okay,
Just
cool. I
scroll
had it
down.
open, but then I lost it. Let me reopen. Thank you guys for helping us as we react here. Oh. So Tommy from Black Sabbath, we just got Gene Simmons, right? Did I show you that one? Gene Simmons, heartbreaking to report. No one played guitar like Jeff. Please get a hold of his first 2 Jeff Beck group albums and behold greatness. Rest in peace. From Kiss's Gene Simmons. We also have one from Pierce Morgan coming in. R.I.P. Jeff Beck, one of the greatest guitarists in rock history, no doubt there. Truly, truly legendary. We have David Coverdale of Whitesnake coming in. Oh, my heart. Rest in peace, Jeff. I miss you already. Guitar virtuoso and blues rock innovator, dead at 78. Rolling Stones profile is there as well. What a photo. Let's see here. We have Brian Ray, who plays with with Paul McCartney. Here we go. Jeff Beck, my forever guitar hero, is gone. Can't even begin to tell you how much his music inspires me and millions of others. Beck was the king. All of my love to his family and loved ones. We have here a lot more. Kerry Kemp of Spandau Ballet. An absolute god of guitar. No one can replace him. From rock to soul to jazz, he was the greatest player in all genres. Unique, such awful news, but thank you, Jeff, for all that you gave us. Paul Stanley of Kiss also coming forward with a response. Oh, that's the one I saw previously, but there it is again from Paul Stanley of Kiss. Awful news. One of the all-time great guitar masters has died. Play on now and forever. More coming in, guys. We will keep you posted as they come forward. But Lewis, I see you joining us again. We were just watching the clip. Oh, what a brutal. Here you are, rocking out with us to this Jeff Beck concert. How are you feeling, man?
Damn, he was literally 3 feet away from us for hours. Like a few days ago, in my opinion. And you could tell, like, all the people saying he's the best guitarist ever. People were saying that, I wasn't too familiar with, but approaching the concert, I was so happy to be able to attend it. Yeah, I'm going to a Jeff Beck concert and this and that. And then people were saying he's the best. He's the best. And you could tell why. You don't have to be into his music, but you could just, he'll draw you in. And just, yeah, right there, man. I can just remember focusing in on his hand, on his right hand. Like, what the hell? This wizard, this magic is coming out of that. And it even, like, a few times I'm like, I'm going to go home and buy a guitar. I want to try this,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy, especially and how welcoming he was to the crowd. Even though he doesn't really sing much, but just interacting with the crowd and being open-minded to Johnny Depp and everything. And yeah, it just reminds you that all great things have to come to an end. But lucky for us is he'll live forever through his art and music. And I have video too I haven't released. And I remember just sitting next to Steph and Steph going nuts and like going, "Why aren't you getting up, man? Let's go." And I was like, "Wow, this is rad." I was like, "Wow, this is rad." And she's like, "Get up, man, get up, bitch." So, and she was rocking out. It was just a great experience that I'm going to take till my end days, but just thank you, Jeff Beck and everyone. Marcella.
Yeah.
It was
Marcella, thank you so much. What an experience. One I never would have been able to probably pull off or do. And so grateful for her to have helped us do it. And there, she's in here. Sorry, I'm showing you off because we love you, Marcella, but there she is filming. You got your own footage too, but my goodness, what a gift you gave us to be able to witness this legend. True honor. And we were in front of a true guitar hero, one of the best there is. And I'll never forget it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I know a lot of people are just tuning in, hearing the news as we're live. So we've been covering this and playing it, guys. But yeah, just as we were going live with another topic, we got the word that this was just broke. He died last night, or I guess yesterday, of bacterial meningitis, and apparently died peacefully yesterday. For those of you just tuning in, super, super sad. Yeah, Amy or Marcella or Paige, Kim, if you all are watching and you want to jump in and share any of your thoughts, all are welcome. I don't know if you're working or around, but I will put the link in boss level. If any of you want to come in, or audio or whatever, feel free to come in and share your thoughts on this if you are able to or want to. If you can't, no understood. And Kim, thank you I see you in there. I know you're in between stuff and under the weather, but thank you for helping compile with the team. Let's see here. Explaining bacterial meningitis. Serious. In fact, people with an infection can die, and death can occur as little as a few hours. For most people recover from bacterial meningitis, those who do not recover can have permanent disabilities. My God, that's terrifying. So it's like tuberculosis? So, I mean, it can affect everybody, but my goodness. This is now just scaring everybody. Yeah, I don't know enough. I don't know enough about why. Can spread through food or from one person to another. People can also have the bacteria in or on their bodies without being sick, and they're carriers. Jesus, I don't know enough about this, but
Fact
yeah,
of the matter is, it kills.
that's just
Be
scary.
careful.
Super scary.
Just seriously, one day is fine. Next day, he's not here. Like, just trying to wrap my head around that. And don't get me wrong, I didn't know him. Don't get me wrong, but it just definitely hits you. Tomorrow is not freaking guaranteed.
Facts. I was just talking to Johnny about a friend of hers who, was just from high school, literally cancer, same thing. And it's just, you never know, guys. You got to treat every day as if it's your last, and try to offer more kindness and understand where people are coming from.
Also, we didn't
Go ahead,
really
Lewis.
know him. Sorry, Andy. We didn't really need to know him personally, Steph. Like, he was a unifying figure at that weekend. He brought us friends together for a weekend. I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat saying they were there for that concert. People I don't even know that are now searching on YouTube and going, what happened? And they're coming here. And we were there. We were in the front row. We were lucky enough to do that. But he was a bridge to unify people through music, through the concerts and stuff like that. So we kind of knew him, and he wasn't like, he didn't come off as like egotistical superstar. And he's been a star way longer than someone, I mean, I hate to say it, way longer than Bad Bunny, who throws your phone off the ledge, right? I don't get those vibes off this guy, So, and that's the thing. That's what we celebrate as like we feel we know him. But let us know if you've been to his concert, people. Yeah.
I'm trying to get some more clips also while we're talking. I'm getting some messages, but as we break this news for you guys, I'm sorry to be the bearers of bad news.
I've added some more guitar musician reactions into the headlines. If you want to go through them at one point.
I'm also just going through all the images and photos. It's just like, he's right there. He's just right in front of us. So sad. I had a similar experience. I saw Tom Petty like a month or two. It was I guess it was a few months, but at the Hollywood Bowl, and then we lost Tom Petty. It was another such a loss, another rock legend, and I was a huge fan for the longest time, and it's always just like, I just saw him. He was so healthy. He was performing amazing. Man, what a sad day. But I'm so grateful we got to experience that show. Again, I can't say it enough, Marcella, how amazing that show was and that experience to let us have that together as friends, as family, and to celebrate that was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Speaking of which, look who's here. Are you there, Kim?
Yes, I am. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Kim.
Oh,
Good to see
hey.
you. Sorry we're having you back,
This is-
pulling you in on sad occasion, but I'm glad we got to get you for a minute. Go
No,
ahead. What are your thoughts?
It's just so heartbreaking. And I mean, it's like when you look at the way that he passed, it's just so sudden, so fast, and so sad. I can only imagine what it must feel like with his family and his friends right now. It's like so many of you said, and the stuff said too, like he looked so good, he looked so healthy, he looked so fantastic, and then bam, it's just crazy. It just shows how fragile life can be. And I just feel so blessed that we got to experience him. I believe this song, A Star Cycle, was one that I heard from him for the first time because of this show, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. And just the way that he played was art. It was amazing. And I'm so thankful that we got to experience it in any capacity, but my goodness, this is going to be a loss that a lot of people are going to feel. And also echoing, thank you so much to Marcella for enabling us to be able to experience that, but also just my
Yeah.
condolences to family and friends. It's just absolutely heart-wrenching.
Well said. But the memories definitely will live on forever as I'm replaying these clips, and I'll try and put together the best of what we have. I'm downloading them now and adding to the stream here. Well said. And look who else was here. Amy, also right there. I see you, Amy. I was filming you as it happens. Here you are.
What? Oh my gosh. What absolute shocking news. Absolutely
Go ahead, Amy.
shocking.
What are
Can
your
you hear
thoughts?
me?
Go ahead. Yeah, I got you now. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, sorry. Is my mic on? Yeah.
Yep.
No, just absolute complete shocking news. So sad. Rhonda, who is the bass player from the band, she and I started following each other on Instagram after the concert, and then they played across the street from me at the Orpheum. That next night I got back, and she had posted something on Instagram like, I don't know, I want to say like 7 hours ago, but it was just, like her regular hey, here's me on stage. She's always posting like memories of all of her concerts and stuff. So I don't know if she didn't know yet, or if she'd posted it and not said anything, but it's just, yeah, I mean, Louis, you said it, that concert, and Marcella, and just brought all of us together, us new friends, and it was such an incredible experience. The music just absolutely like transported us to another place, and he was so incredibly talented. Oh, I love this video. Kim and Paige. And we danced, and he was just so incredibly talented, and what just such sad, shocking news. Really, you don't know, you don't know.
Nope. And for those just tuning in, because I see a lot of people come in hearing this news, Jeff Beck has died. We're all still sort of in shock and processing it as we're going. But 78, and it was bacterial meningitis. If anybody in the chat or anybody knows and can help us clarify this, because the WebMD thing I read sounds terrifying. But yeah, if anybody has more insight of what that might have been, happy to. But at the same time, his family obviously wanting privacy here while they process this. And it does seem like everyone is just finding out. Sounds like his family obviously is just putting out the news now.
Yeah.
But
Andy,
truly sad day. Go ahead, Kim.
If I can interrupt you, the meningitis, this specific one, is an infection of the membranes that protect the spinal cord and the brain. So basically that becomes infected, and then the swelling, unfortunately, is what causes the life-threatening issues. So that's what it is. But it just seems like something that, like, I'm surprised we don't hear. I haven't heard very many people passing of this. This is not something that I hear every day. I don't know if you guys do. Like, does anyone know anyone? Because I've never. Like, I don't know.
I don't either. No, that's, if anybody has thoughts, let us know. But
I think,
go ahead, Louis.
I think, there's more to come out. There's going to be more information, obviously. But I think, like, he was a performer, and sometimes, like, even us, when we do our work, we love our work and we stay up longer than we should. We don't sleep, forget to eat right, we forget to exercise, and your immune system's not 100%. And unfortunately, since his thing involves a lot of traveling, maybe something exposed them to the wrong thing. And with that coupled with bad immune system, maybe that's what happened and stuff. And 100%, like, he had a lot of life in that concert. That was 3 months ago. I don't know if he was still touring. So, I mean, who knows?
They were still playing shows, right, in the US?
Yeah, up until around about the middle of November.
Yeah. Wow.
We were at one of the last shows, basically, towards the end at that point.
Yeah. Oof.
And I'm downloading
Heavy stuff.
some photos and stuff to try and give you guys more clips, and I will try to get them as we go. Oh, what a bummer. But again, what a legend. And we got to experience that, guys. What a Marcella, thank you. Thank you. I know you're sad and everything, but the fact that we were able to see him and help celebrate his legendariness, his epicness, is something. And I'll never forget him. I'll never forget this. And I know a lot of fans are going to be mourning today. Rock legend is no longer with us. But for all the music he gave us, never forgotten. Here, sorry, also just trying to navigate all these things as they come in. Thank you guys for your comments coming in. Let's see here. Kate, please tell me, no, it's not the same Beck from ELO. It's not. It's a different. I think he's already passed him, didn't he? From Traveling Wilburys and ELO. I think he already is. That's a different Jeff Beck. Are there two? I'll verify that, but that's some his no, it's another name. I think he already passed, Kate. Hate to break that to you. Steffi did. Let's see. Teresa, I'm shocked, so grateful that I got to see him live in Chicago. What a punch to the gut. Rest in peace, legend. I'm glad you got to see him, Teresa. You know what we're talking about then and what this experience is like seeing him. Because again, I'm not that I wasn't a fan of Jeff Beck. I knew of him, but I'm not usually one who goes all into like instrumental, rock music. I was a little nervous, if I'm being honest. And as soon as he started, I was just transfixed and taken to a place. It was so damn good, guys. He was an expert at what he does. Yeah. Kylie GT, I was hospitalized for this when I was 4. I still have the scar as a result. It's a silent killer because it's a fast and hard to miss if you don't catch it right away. Rest in peace to a legend. Oh, that's terrifying to know that's even just out there. I was unaware of this danger in the world. Be careful out there, I guess. I don't know how do we take precautions to that? I don't even know. Oof, rough. Any other thoughts from anybody? I'm gonna have Marcella call in.
Level?
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm just having 100. Let me get Marcella's.
I know. I'm sure your phone's probably blowing up.
Let me get Marcella the link so she can have a moment since we're all here and we can hear from her direct. Here's the link, Marcella, sending it to you right now. And then let me check boss level. Also coming in from Love You Never Change. My daughter had this when, we got that one. Sorry. Oh no, wait, is that a different one? That is a different one. My daughter had this when she was 5. It was very scary and we were hospitalized and she was in the hospital for 2 weeks. She made it through, but it's heartbreaking for the Beck family and JD. So scary. It sounds like, I guess, as you get older, younger and older, it definitely is more dangerous. Crazy. All right, I sent it to you, Marcella. Here she is. She's joining. So happy to have Marcella. Well, that's if you haven't cried yet. Jeez, Kim, you're really going for the jugular on that one.
I gotta report it, man. I gotta give
Yeah, you gotta report it. Here's Captain Corey himself and myself. Pixie offer our deepest condolences to the loved ones, friends, and fans of Jeff Beck, who sadly passed away. Our love also goes to Johnny Depp, who we know was very close to him. The captain took his hat off, really trying to get me to cry on air.
I know. I'm like, stop.
Love right at Captain Corey. I don't like Captain Corey being sad. That's not allowed on this channel, but I guess out of respect to Jeff, we're all allowed. It has to happen, understandably so. But there is Captain Corey's response as well. Marcella, I see you. Hello. We love you.
Hi.
I know this is rough for you and all of us, but before I even let you talk, I got to say, thank you. My God, Marcella, all of us on this chat right now, in the screen, owe you such a debt for not only what you did of bringing us together and having that experience with Johnny, but my goodness, I don't think we really understood the weight of what we were seeing and that legend in front of us who now is no longer with us. What an amazing memory and experience that you gave us, Marcella. I am so indebted to you and so grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you on behalf of all of us. But I want to hear from you. I know you were a fan. You told me, get ready. You're going to experience something, and you weren't lying. What are you feeling right now as you see this news breaking in?
I feel so many things. I feel really sad, of course. I think it's sorry, I lost my train of thought. I am so happy that you guys were able to receive that gift. You know, I'm so sorry. Because not only were you seeing like two best friends playing together, you know, and they're older and you know they're having a blast, and what Jeff saw in Johnny and how he helped him, and I'm sure Jeff seeing all of you there who could see what he saw in Johnny was probably just as amazing to him as it was to Johnny. So I'm just really glad that we all got to do that. I trust my heart more than anything now. And I have all of you to thank for that, and these two amazing people. And I'm so sad for his family, and especially for his wife, and of course for Johnny. You know, I don't. But the thing is we got to see not only two legends up there, but we got to see two best friends and supporting each other and standing up for each other. And we all have to just do that for each other and help each other, because we can't do it all alone. And we need our friends, and we need people who believe in us, and we need to believe in the people that we believe in, and do something about it before it's too late.
You'll never meet a more amazing person than Marcella, who will believe in you no matter what, have your back, fight for you. And that, Marcella, I'm just so indebted. I want to open up to the rest of the room to thank Marcella or speak up. Go ahead, anybody.
Well said, Marcella. I know you sometimes you come in and you think you're not well spoken or you don't express yourself right. And
because I'm always crying.
no, but you speak from the heart. That's a superpower you have. So that's why so many people have gravitated to you, and you know, hearts go thrown up in the air every time your name's mentioned, because you speak from the heart, like right in the middle, center of the heart. It goes to your gob, to your mouth, and you express it. And thank you.
You're welcome.
And hopefully I could probably speak for everyone here. We want to probably we want to give something back to you somehow in 2023. You know, because we can't pay you back, because like you did the ultimate, like amazing, but we could give stuff back to you. We could give love, support, and maybe we could do something where we hang out or something from all of us, and comfort you as a friend, be friends with you and stuff like that. So
listen, Lewis, your response when I gave that ticket to you, when Andy called out your name too, was I swear to God, I've watched it so many times. It's my favorite little memory of that moment. And I don't know. Thank you for wanting to be there for me. But you guys gave me such a gift. I haven't been able to come out of myself for quite a few years, and that was the first time that I was able to do it. And I'm so grateful for Jeff Beck supporting Johnny, and us being able to go see them, you know, that there was somewhere where we could go together and see all the love that they have. It was really pretty.
it was
Super grateful.
I think that's the nail on the head though, right there, is just that the love is so genuine. And I think we all experienced it in different ways, in the way that, you know, we saw a situation where, you know, everybody had turned against Johnny, and then he had this friend that opened up his home, and the two of them wrote this record. And then we got to be there present to see that record being played and shared with everyone, and you know, them feeling like they were 19 again and just having a great time. And I think we all felt that, and I think that's part of why like this hurts as much as it does, because it's, you know, when you're in the room you can sense the how deep the love goes, and how the friendship between the two of them,
Yeah.
and then sharing that love with us, and then the love that we had as a group of going through this trial, and trying to show everybody what was really going on, and having that love of the community and everything else. It's just, there's so much love. And I, one thing that someone very close to me who's helped me a lot has said to me is that grief is the expression of love when it has nowhere to go anymore.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like you throw the love out and it bounces back. And that absolute
Yeah.
opposite reaction is what grief is. And that's why it takes on so many different emotions, because love in itself takes on so many different emotions. But I am so, Marcella, I am so thankful and so blessed that you picked us to come on that journey with you. I'm so happy we were able to, you know, be a part of your life. And I'm just so, I don't have words.
It's okay. You know, grief is like, you know,
Sorry.
when grief is something, man. It really, I mean, when I love pretty hard, you know. I love people as deeply as they are willing to meet me. And then the ones who have left or have decided to be careless with that kind of love, or they died, like my mom, it's taken me quite a long time, you know, all of these feelings and put them to something good. And when I saw Andy and I saw you guys doing this, I just was so happy, and that there are people out there who will stand up for you, and that it is the right thing to do. And the people that didn't stand up for me, I'm sorry that they didn't. I don't know what to say about that. But it does hurt when they don't, and you get your whole life like just taken away from you. It's hard to start over and rebuild and make new friends. And when I just was so proud of you guys that you just fought your own battles, fighting this battle for Johnny, and you were all attacked, and you were all like, did so much work, and you believed. It was just so, I mean, how could I not honor that? And I wanted all of you to be together. I didn't care what it took. I wanted all of you to be together. When you, sorry, I'm sorry.
Marcella, I've said it to you before. I want to be you when I grow up every day.
I don't know. That's the one thing that no one or fire or death or betrayal has ever been able to take from me, is my heart. I swear to God, it just gets bigger. Like, I would love for it to just shut the hell down and just go off into the woods, but it doesn't let me, you know.
No.
And I truly had the dream, and I woke up from it just knowing what I had to do, and that was to get you guys there. And so thank you all for receiving my love, because not everybody can receive love. And thank you. Thank you for that.
Trust us. Thank you for bringing us together like you did. It was incredible. Steph, Amy, either of you guys have comments you want to add?
Marcella,
I just
you know
want.
love you.
I just was like, I love you so much, Marcella. You know, people watching right now, we're talking about the passing of Jeff Beck. But if you're part of the Popcorn Planet community, and we are very much a family, and all hard times have brought us closer together. Andy, you became my friend before we even met in person for the first time. I was going through a lot of grief and loss in my life, and you were there for me, and Marcella, and Steph, and Lewis, and Kim. But yeah, this concert, it really symbolizes so much personally for all of us, because we all got to connect and come together with this purpose. And so this loss of Jeff Beck is like hitting us all in a very unique way, because of where we all got to see each other and meet and be together in person. And and all come out of our, caves and hardships and whatnot. And so just kind of putting it out there to kind of explain to people. I didn't know Jeff, personally, but this concert the trip to Vegas was so hugely symbolic for me, coming from a very, very deep place of grief myself in my own personal life. That had a lot of loss last year. And so, his music's so special. I was actually listening to the Johnny Depp, Jeff Beck version of the Hedy Lamarr song yesterday. I was listening to that song yesterday.
So good.
It's so beautiful.
And that song is just so, it's so beautiful. It's so deep and so gorgeous, that song. And I was listening to it yesterday. So not ever thinking, that this would be news that we would all be talking about today. It's just absolutely shocking and so sad. And, it's just, life is so fragile. I mean, bacterial meningitis, like, you don't hear about that. Life is so fragile. We are here on this planet for an unknown amount of time. So show everyone that you do love in your life, that you love them and you care for them, and have a big heart, because, these people, we don't know. We don't know how long we are on this planet, right?
Right.
Amen. Steph, what were you going to say?
Yeah. So I already said what I need to say at the moment with Jeff Beck. But Marcella, we speak every day. You are my friend, and I love you so much. I know you know that. I am one of those people that I love through loyalty. The more loyal I am to you, the more I love you. And just like Andy has my ultimate loyalty, you do as well. And that's because of who you are. Not what you've, not what you've done, all like that. No, it's because of who you are. Because for all those that don't know behind the scenes, I'm not going to say details, but Marcella is the kindest person, the kindest soul you will ever meet, you will ever encounter. For her to say a bad word about someone, let's put it this way, you've effed up majorly. She has not a bad word to say about anyone unless you've properly effed up, and then you've really got to check yourself in the mirror and rearrange yourself and sort yourself out. But yeah, I love you. You all know you've got my ultimate loyalty. There's very few people in this world that have that. You do, because of who you are. And yeah, we'll talk more behind scenes, because now I'm tearing up so much that my makeup's gonna freaking destroy me on screen, because you have the luxury of hiding behind and not turning your camera on. But people have got to see this, Gob, you know what I mean? And otherwise I'm doing a disservice to the world. You see where I'm coming from, hon? But yeah, and I will see you later on this year. I've been saying all the way through. Unfortunately, I can't come over and see you and Lewis and Amy and Jodie this time around. It was set up last minute, as you know.
Just say it's because you need to see that damn band.
Yeah, I'll wait for Alter Bridge to come to LA.
It's not because of me, guys.
Yeah. Blame Alter Bridge for that.
But yes, I want to make a California visit. We're doing another California visit, Steph. Next time, it's happening. Deal?
Because I want to plan it and arrange it with you, Andy, so that you're over as well in California.
For sure. We'll make it happen. It's going to happen. I want to see Marcella, this whole crew. We can hopefully do it. Kim, maybe we can figure out a way to have you join us too.
Cali is definitely doable for
there we go. We're going to make it happen. Our next meetup, definitely somewhere out in sunny Cali.
That's going to be so amazing. There's so many
It's so
places I
amazing.
want to take you to, Steph. Like I have access to like all of the secret places for shopping where all the celebrities can, go,
Dude,
but like
you're
other
already
people
speaking my
can't
language.
go.
We're done. We're done.
I want
We're
to
done.
take you to all the like, and Kim, like, oh my gosh, if you guys come to California, it's going to be insane. It will
Me and
be
Amy are gonna
Holly
kidnap
Weird will be Holly Weird.
I'm here for it. I'm here for the weird. Let's go.
It will be so amazing. I can't wait.
Bella wants to know, why is everybody crying?
Oh,
Sorry, I got distracted, guys.
We cry out of
Bella.
loss. We cry out of love. We cry out of happiness and joy. We cry out of remembrance of what was and honor what is.
What is, yeah, honor what is. That's a hard one to learn, but it makes your life so much easier when you can do that.
Mindfulness. It works. It took me a while to get around to it. Believe in it, but it does work.
It does. Well, thank you guys for all the love.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie.
I was gonna say as I got distracted with this little man, and which obviously anytime he comes
He's
in
so
for hugs, I have to
cute.
do it. I thought let us take a moment. I have found another clip here as we play Jeff Beck, another clip from the show. Here it is. I want to give him a moment to see it, all you guys to see it with the audio. Oh man, what a legend! I got a couple more. Do we play this one? Oh man. And then here's the other one. One more. More of these clips. Lewis, you'll have to send me if you guys have clips sent over, we can do our compilation together, but I got more coming in as it's just taking me a while to get them all from my phone. But my goodness, such a legend. Jeff Beck, if you're just joining us, sadly passed at the age of 78. For those of you still trying to figure out what happened, it was bacterial meningitis. And he passed away yesterday peacefully, his family has said, and is now obviously asking for privacy. But truly sad news. As we just saw him, this is the footage we got in Vegas just a couple months ago. So sending so much love to Jeff's family as we mourn here and just grapple with this massively sad news. Sending love to his wife, his fans, his friends, Johnny. I'm sure Johnny is just distraught to no end about this. So sending them all love and support as they grieve here, as we mourn the loss of legend Jeff Beck. Dory McNulty, just renewed my member late so I can keep in the family. Well, thank you, Dory. Thank you so much for always being here. You've been here so long. We're so grateful for you being a part of this community, and thank you for being here. Anonymous saying, Jeff Beck passed the same way as my brother did at 33 in 2008, bacterial meningitis. I'm so sad. Love to his family and to Johnny as well. Mirta, totally speechless and immensely sad about the news of Jeff's passing. I can't imagine how devastated his family and Johnny must be. My heart and thoughts go out to them. May he rest in peace. Snow Witch also sending her love. Oh my God, no, I'm heartbroken. We all are, Snow Witch. R.I.P. Jeff Beck, you are a legend. I'm gutted. My love to his family and friends. Miss Kim also chiming in. I'm so glad he had a great tour doing what he obviously loved. We're the lucky ones to have his music forever. Facts. He clearly was happy. You can see it. Some of these clips that we're playing here. This was such a good tour. He was so, you could just tell having so much fun playing these tunes with Johnny. And yeah, so grateful he got to experience that. If I was going to go, I'd want to go after a really fun, successful tour with my friends, you know, and that's definitely one way to do it. So I'm glad he got to have that and have so many loved ones and fans celebrating his legacy there. Miss Kim also said, someone said he was in hospice. It's probably, sister was in 2-year coma after his symptoms of neck pain. She was okay. So interesting. Yeah, I don't know. We're all learning more about bacterial meningitis, it seems. Casey Katz, Jeff Beck gave JD a path back to life when he needed a friend the most. Bacterial meningitis kills, but viral meningitis, not so much. Okay, well, we'll have to learn more about it. But what you said about JD is so true. Marcella, you said it earlier, but couldn't have said it better. He really gave him a chance. He was there for him. That's what friends do through the highs and the lows, right? It's like you got to be there for your friends and help them to get there, right? And so it's like Johnny was going through some lows, clearly his own issues and dealing with the all of that. And Jeff was like, let's go make some music. Let's get through this. Let's push through this creatively and find the path to the light. That's what good people do. And Jeff got back in there. I mean, one could have easily criticized Jeff for being like, really? You're going to go out with the rock star with Heartthrob, you know, Edward Scissorhands? Like, he's no musician. Like, I'm sure there was some flack he could have gotten. But no, Jeff knew how talented Johnny was. Jeff, I'm sure, knew Johnny needed it. And what a friend to do that. So yeah, well said, Marcella. You agree? Yes, I heard you chime in. You want to say something there?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, he probably saved Johnny to some degree, because you need that one person who's going to believe in you. I mean, yeah. There was something I wrote a letter to Johnny, and it wasn't really a letter. It was more like this thing that I say all the time. And I'm going to say it right now because I think it's really, I don't know, I'm just going to say it. You guys can say what you think. The letter said, I am spirit. I am free. Never was there a time I wasn't. Never will there be a time I won't be. I am spirit. I am free. And I think that Jeff Beck is free, but he lived free too, you know. His beautiful life, this man, beautiful heart.
Well said. DW coming in with another message saying, I lost my aunt from bacterial meningitis. It took her quick. Once the bacterial infection gets into the brain, it wreaks havoc, and it does it fast. Oof. Yeah. News to me. What
I
a
had a
sad way to
friend who
go.
had it. They
Yeah.
survived it. Yeah, he survived it, but he was never the same. I mean, he had a lot of physical problems after. A lot of pain. Yeah.
We have a lot more reactions, Kim. I just saw that. Thank you. Pink Floyd, Ozzy. Oh my gosh, a lot of legends coming in. Let me go there just real quick. Stephanie Tam, thank you for your tribute. The difficult thing with meningitis and viral and bacterial, both present very similarly. However, one type is non-life threatening, one is. Ladybug, I want to say I feel lucky I got to see Jeff Beck in Vegas in November, the same night you all did. And I hope the people that got the tickets I gave to you enjoyed the show as well. Jeff Beck was a great artist and he will live on through his music. Yeah, I think those two went to Vito and Alec, who I know did have a lot of fun. Vito wasn't even going to go, but he did. But thank you, Ladybug, for helping. That was you. Thank you for your generosity there. Let's go through some of these reactions from, as they all come through here.
And whoever Anonymous Alligator is, thank you so much for sorting out my links as I've been putting them in. I don't know how to do it the way you're doing it, but you've been a trooper as I've been finding them in, so thank you.
Okay, we got a lot here. Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Here you go, Steph.
But I know we got a lot of people who are helping us right now in the headlines.
From Todd Kearns from Alter Bridge. Is that who that is?
No, so
or Miles Kennedy.
Miles Kennedy
and the Conspirators,
had a band with Slash, which was Slash with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. He's a guitarist from there.
My favorite guitar player of all time has left us, R.I.P. And he plays with Slash, so that says something.
Yeah.
he's calling it out there. Let's see here. We got a lot. Let's see. Jeff Soto. Truly a loss for words. Another hero, pioneer, trailblazer leaves us. R.I.P. to the true legend, the governor, Jeff Beck. Here we go. Bill Burr, the comedian. Rest in peace, the greatest of them all, Jeff Beck. Good for Bill Burr, knowing his music. Here's Real Laura B. I think I pulled that earlier, but just in case. I am so very sad to hear the loss of Jeff Beck. I'm so thankful I got to see him perform live twice last year and got to meet him. She was there at the end of the day and got a photo with him. I just didn't want to bother him. She did because she was smart. She got a really nice moment with him and a photo. And I know she was excited to do that. On behalf of this family, it was deep, profound sadness. We share the news. Oh, she's just repeating the thing there. But so glad Laura got to do that too. And I'm glad I got to see that. Steve Hackett from Genesis. Devastating news about the loss of much loved influential guitar legend Jeff Beck. He made the electric guitar sing, a powerful influence on myself and many others. Here we have, let's see, Ozzy Osbourne, the legend himself. I can't express how saddened I am to hear of Jeff Beck's passing. What a terrible loss for his family, friends, and many fans. It was such an honor to have known Jeff, an incredible honor to have had him play on my most recent album, Patient Number 9. Long live Jeff Beck. Look at that lineup.
Wow, those photos are epic.
Yeah.
Honeywood, Slash.
Epic photos. Wow.
He has some great photos. He's actually quite cute.
So good.
Yeah, for sure. Here's David Davies from the Kinks. I'm heartbroken. He looked in fine shape to me, playing great. He was in great shape. I'm shocked and bewildered. Deepest sympathy to his wife, friends, close ones. I'm bewildered. Jeff Beck doesn't make sense. I don't get it. He was a good friend and a great guitar player. So there you have more confusion from people all trying to figure out what happened, how this happened. Let's see. And we have Danny Durrani. Jeff Beck was a god to many, myself included, and one of the most iconic guitarists of all a lifetime. Here he is doing the thing with Stevie, invited him to stage to play at the Rock and Roll.
There, I'd never seen him live.
Yeah,
and it was so beautiful. He's
unbelievable.
amazing.
Here is Jimmy Page. His technique, because I guess they had their back and forth, but Jimmy Page, his technique's unique. His imagination's apparently limitless. Jeff, I will miss you along with your millions of fans. Jeff Beck, rest in peace, from Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin. Leanne Rhymes chiming in. So sad to hear the passing of a legend, my sweet, unique, insanely gifted friend. What an honor it was to share the stage with you. You create with you. There's no one like you. R.I.P. Jeff. man, he really all walks. You know what I mean? It's like amazing. The legends to more recent. Here's Willem Dafoe of Alice in Chains. Just learned of the passing of the great Jeff Beck, one of the brightest and boldest innovators on the electric guitar to ever live. Timeless inspiration. May he rest in peace. Man, it just gets bigger and bigger. Here we go. David Gilmour of Pink Floyd. I am devastated to hear the news of the death of my friend and hero, Jeff Beck, whose music has thrilled and inspired me and countless others for so many years. Polly's and my thoughts are out to his lovely wife, Sandra. He will forever be in our hearts. Let's see here. We have a lot of people now coming in. Thank you guys, as you guys, the group behind the scenes, Kim and team, headline group, Casey, Claire, all you guys for getting in here. We are Gibson Guitars, deeply saddened to hear of Jeff Beck's passing. He was and always will be an inspiration. Our sincere condolences to his family, friends, and fans. Rest easy, Jeff. Thank you for the music. And then we have Sammy Hagar of Van Halen. Absolutely one of my favorite guitarists of all time. The Truth album changed my life. As a singer and guitarist, I wanted to be Jeff Beck and Rod Stewart rolled into one. We all did. What a loss. We will all miss Jeff. My love and condolences to his family and loved ones. Here we have Geezer Butler of Black Sabbath. Shocked to hear the sudden death of Jeff Beck. Truly one of the greats. First time I saw him was in 1966 with the Yardbirds. Brilliant, unique guitarist. Rest in peace. And here's Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones. With the death of Jeff Beck, we have lost a wonderful man and one of the greatest guitar players in the world. We will all miss him so much. There he is performing with Mick. Yeah, I mean, Mick's played with a lot of guitarists, so that says something, right? That's amazing. Here's Sir Rod Stewart, who worked with him. Jeff Beck was on another planet. He took me and Ronnie Wood to the U.S. in the late 60s in his band, the Jeff Beck Group, and we haven't looked back since. He was one of the few guitarists that when playing live would actually listen to me sing and respond. Jeff, you were the greatest, my man. Thank you for everything. What a comment there, right? He just exactly, his guitar was like singing. It really was. I just didn't really fully understand until you sit and you watched it full live. Like, he really was a vocalist on the guitar. Marcella, did you get that vibe?
Yeah, I mean, he was channeling, his own heart without saying a word. And you could feel who he was, It was really beautiful.
Here's Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. I'm so sad to hear about Jeff Beck's passing. Jeff was a genius guitar player, and me and my band got to see it close when we toured with him in 2013. One of the highlights we did was Danny Boy. We both loved that song. Love and mercy to Jeff's family. Again, the scrapbook of all the legends that Jeff Beck has been with. It's unbelievable. Here he is with Mike McCready of Pearl Jam. Yeah. Saddened to hear Jeff Beck has passed away. I was lucky to see him once and I stood in awe of his genius. Thank you, Jeff, for being amazing to us guitar players. It's so nice to see all these guitar players stepping up and showing their respect. Here's Mick Mars of Motley Crue.
Oh, I love Mick. I know Mick.
R.I.P. Jeff Beck. I'm so sad.
Oh.
And then we have, let's see, Midge of, I actually don't know Midge.
Uri. Well-known Scottish musician.
Yep. British guitar legend dies at age 72. Well, add something to it then, Midge. Jeez. Just do a link. Let's see here. Rick Springfield. Come on. There we go. The great Jeff Beck has taken his genius and gone home. My guitar idol since age 15. For the uninitiated, check out his amazing work on Where Do I Begin? Roger Waters amused to death. His gift was impossible to copy and won't be repeated. Thankful for huge legacy. Godspeed, JB. And then we had Bret Michaels. Rock of Love himself. My condolences to the family and friends of Jeff Beck. His album Wired was a guitar soundtrack of my youth. The band Simply Red. Such shocking news. Feel privileged to have known Jeff. He stands next to Jimi Hendrix in pure, natural, mind-blowing ability. phenomenal guitarist, a true star. Rest in peace. There we go. So as more come in, we'll get you, but that's a
He was
lot of
like
people
a-
coming
like a-
forward.
He was like the silent supporter, of all of these amazing people, and yet
Yeah.
he was just as amazing. It's
Indeed. Kara, what's up, Kara? It's good to see you. This is an immense loss for my dad has played his music throughout the house since I was a child. He's one of the greatest of all time. Rest in peace, Jeff. Well said, Kara. Sorry for all you guys feeling that. Robin Lawson, please keep this live up permanently. I'd love to see this. Yeah, I guess I will just keep this live up. In fact, we'll trim it here. I think we've said all we need to say. Boom, this whole thing, all the clips, all the reactions. You've now seen it. We will continue to just chat some more, but sending all the love to Jeff, his family, and my goodness, what a legend. So honored we got to see him here, and he will never be forgotten.